And welcome back to our special, The War on Free Speech. This will be our Politics by Faith segment right there, right here. We live in a culture today. It's not a Christian culture anymore, that's for sure. There's a new name for what we've created out of the ashes of our Christian culture. It's called moral therapeutic deism. Moral therapeutic deism. There's 5 tenets of this religion. The first is that a God exists. Sort of. Like there's like a thing, there's like a spirit sort of thing that exists. The second is that the central purpose of life is to be happy and feel good about yourself. Third tenet, you can call on this God when you have a problem and he'll come and fix it maybe. Like a cosmic butler. Don't worry about him any other time, but if you have a problem, you can give him a call. Fourth tenet, God, more than anything, wants you to be a good and nice person. Just like it says in all the other religions of the world too. But you just want to be a good, nice person. And number 5, good people go to heaven. How do you get to heaven? You got to be good. What do I mean by good? Well, at least better than that other guy. That's enough. None of those things are right. Like none of those are accurate. None of those are Christianity, I should say. But it's definitely shaped our views on freedom of speech. We used to live in a culture where the highest goal was truth. That's what the Bible's all about. I am the truth, the way, the light, the truth. And freedom of speech was a part of that effort, part of the effort to discover the truth. But now the highest moral order is to be nice. But that doesn't jive. Like freedom of speech doesn't fit nicely in a world where the number one priority is to be nice. Because sometimes the truth doesn't feel good. And then you can't talk. And Satan loves that. He's the father of lies. Here's Jordan Peterson talking about the importance of freedom of speech and how you're told to be quiet because you might offend someone.
Why should your right to freedom of speech trump a trans person's right not to be offended?
Because in order to be able to think, you have to risk being offensive. I mean, look at the conversation we're having right now. You know, like you're certainly willing to risk offending me in the pursuit of truth. Why should you have the right to do that? It's been rather uncomfortable.
Well, I'm very glad I put you on the spot.
Well,
I'm very glad that I have exercised my freedom of speech.
You get my point. It's like you're doing what you should do, which is digging a bit to see what the hell's going on.
So
and that is what you should do. But you're exercising your freedom of speech to certainly risk offending me. And that's fine. I think more power to you as far as I'm concerned.
So you haven't sat there and... I'm just trying to work that out. I mean...
Ha, gotcha.
You have got me. I'm trying to work that through in my head. Yeah, it took a while.
It did, yeah.
It took a while.
It's great. That not offending someone tends to only go in one direction. And here's Peterson talking about how foolish this is, how impossible of a standard the you can't offend is. But that, again, only if your priority is truth, which for our culture today, it's not.
Okay, so the rule is you can't offend anyone, all right? Let's say you're speaking to one person. I can't offend you. All right, fair enough. What if I'm speaking to 10 people? Do I get to offend 1 in 10? How about 1 in 100? How about 1 in 1,000? You're going to come out on stage and you're going to say something important about something vital, and you're not going to offend 1 person in 1,000? Well, you can't say anything about anything important ever without offending probably the person you're talking to. Important speech about important issues, especially contentious issues, is instantly offensive.
And the left has placed a higher cultural value on not offending hypothetical people. That's the thing, like offending hypothetical groups of people over there that I'm not even necessarily maybe even a part of, but you can't even talk about something because I've deemed it that they may be offended. Who's they? I don't know. People that look this, whatever. And they can say that because there is no such thing as truth in their world. If you believe the woke religion that says there is no such thing as truth, and that everyone lives based off their feelings and the highest virtue is being nice, then you can't ever say anything that makes someone feel bad. It's amazing. But that being nice comes at a major price. As Peterson was there, we want to talk about important things, vital things. Nah, you can't. It may offend someone. Conservatives, on the other hand, we say speak more. Speak, go, talk now, offend, go ahead, say what you think. Kamala, speak up. We beg of you, speak ever once. Tell me what you think about everything. Racist, misogynist, sexist, everyone speak, go. I want to know who you are. Speak so we can deal with the evil that we're facing, with the evil that exists in the world. Out with it already. Stop hiding it. We shouldn't let bad ideas sit and simmer. Let them rot and infest underground. Bring them out. Let them see the light. Let the light disinfect them. As Thomas Jefferson said, reason and free inquiry, asking questions, freedom of speech, are the only effectual agents against error. Hopefully this special today has encouraged you to speak out more. We are called to speak. Speak what? And speak how? Ephesians 4:15. We're called to speak the truth in love. Speak truth in love. Now the love part, that's not some sentimental notion of niceness, right? Oh, speak the truth and be nice. In love doesn't mean that you have to accept every bad idea as true, because Ephesians 5:14, well, Ephesians 4:15 says speak the truth, right? Which means if there's the truth, then there are lies, and it's loving to point out the lies, and it's loving to speak the truth. Otherwise, you'll be doing what it says in Ephesians 4:14. You'll be like an infant, tossed back and forth by the waves, blown here and there by every wind and teaching about the cunning and craftiness of people and their deceitful scheming. We don't want that for people we love, do we? Speak truth in love. The word speak, the Greek means to profess. To profess the truth in love. It's a little more than just speaking it. The idea here is that we're also walking in the truth. We're living the truth. Speaking is a part of that, of course. But our entire life is a life of integrity based on the truth. We're called in the Bible to speak the truth in love. And sometimes the love means speaking against lies. We must speak the truth in love. But don't only speak it. Got to live it too. Slater Radio on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks for being in our special. The war against freedom of speech. Fight back by speaking. Spread the word. Nothing like this has ever been done before. It's called Politics by Faith with me, Mike Slater. We are bombarded with news all day long, and I don't know about you, but it makes me anxious and worried and all these not good feelings. So in Politics by Faith, we take the news of the day, we lament the brokenness of it, and then we take the turn and we give you a biblical or historical perspective, and hopefully that will bring you some peace so that you can fall asleep at night and reminding you of what is in your control and also what is not. Hopefully this will change our perspective of how we look at the stories of the day. Politics by Faith, it's available now everywhere you download podcasts. Politics by Faith with Mike Slater.